I go by Flight, but you can call me FTC. Flight team, stand up! Crime Reacts back at it again. 4-year-old exposes his family's horrifying secret. Now, bro, the last, I say like 2 or 3 crime vids, I've actually seen this specific video on the like recommended or play next and stuff. And it actually had a couple of people who was like, bro, you might as well just go ahead and react to that. And now we here, man. I've told you guys multiple times, I'll tell you guys, and I'm going to try to every single time we react to a crime vid or any type of crime type of video, man. Stop doing that dirt out there, man. It's 2025. You are going to get caught. You're going to go away for a long time, and everybody's going to forget about you. Do right. Do right by your people. Do right by your friends. Bro, it's just live legit, man. Come on. Wrap it up, bro. It's not the early 2000s no more. It's not the 90s. It's not the 80s. It's not the 70s, bro. There's cameras everywhere in the corner. You can get cheap cameras off Amazon on come day next day shipping. All right? Just take that into consideration. All right, check it out.
You want to talk, okay? You want to sit down? Tell me about mommy or daddy or somebody else.
My dad is bad now.
Your dad is bad now? Tell me about dad being bad now.
What happened at the house with your wife, with Jasmine?
I don't remember. Mom, gosh, AK-47.
AK-47? Okay.
What did you do?
Assault.
Yeah, how many kids you got?
I don't know, 5 kids. And 4 times and 3 times.
Okay.
Bro, what's going on, man? Got kids in an interrogation.
On March 4th, 2022, a mother's worst nightmare occurred for Jasmine Serena. A man armed with a gun entered her home. He would notice 4 children watching television in their living room. They would freeze up and look at him in horror, unable to do anything. But the man would pass by. He wasn't looking to harm Jasmine's children. Instead, he made his way over to the kitchen where Jasmine was standing and shot.
No.
3 bullets struck Jasmine, and she was left in critical condition, lying helplessly in her kitchen. The suspect left the scene in a hurry, thinking she was done for. But unfortunately for him, Jasmine managed to survive. Despite her critical condition, she managed to call 911 and ask for help. Officer Baker was the first cop to arrive at the scene, seeing all the kids surrounding their mother, crying for help. She was immediately transferred
right off the bat, man, like, just to judge, like, bro, you gotta be one of the most softest types of dudes ever, bro. To, like, for one, gun down, you know what I'm saying, your ex-wife, ex-girlfriend or whatever, and then nonetheless, in front of kids, bro. Like, you gotta be the lowest form of human ever, dog. To even want to put that type of trauma on kids, to try and put that trauma on ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, like, man, bro, that's just, that's wrong,
the
bro.
El Paso hospital by helicopter.
It don't matter what she did, dog. Like, that's just wrong, bro. If she cheated on you, bro, you gotta keep them feelings. And I'm gonna make an educated guess right now. Bro. I guarantee you it has to do with something about breakup or something with the money. It's one of those 2 things.
Now it's a race against time for doctors. With each passing second, her chances of survival rapidly decrease. And for the detectives, they needed to find their suspect fast before he struck another innocent victim. Right now, they needed any clue that could lead them to the possible killer, so multiple officers would go back to the crime scene to take a closer look at exactly what just went down.
Okay, so I have bullets, or casings, excuse me. One there, one on the table. I have one where she was sitting, or where I found her.
Leaning against the thing.
Was her feet facing us? Yeah, because you can see there's impacts right there and right there.
Okay.
And there's another casing back over there on the floor.
Okay.
I got here, she's sitting facing me with her legs out. She had a strike here here, and what looks like a through and through here with a shirt up. She had nothing that went through completely on the back.
Oh, so the rounds are in here? I thought it was a round like...
No, she's distended. It's all internal right here.
According to the police report, the victim, Jasmine Serena, took 2 bullets to her abdomen, and the 3rd bullet landed right in her leg. Despite her critical condition, she gathered the little energy she had and told Officer Baker the attacker's name.
She said that it was Julian that did it. Valenzuela.
That was the name of her...
And, bro, and I hope you know, man, like, bro, if you go ahead and do some type of murder game like that, bro, and somebody is literally on their last breath, and they say it was you, and you fighting in trial, bro, you're literally going down, bro, like 99.9.2% of the time. Even if it wasn't caught on camera. Like...
own husband, Julian Valenzuela, and the father of 4 children who just saw their dad shoot their mom. However, this wasn't the only thing she was able to tell the cops. Jasmine also mentioned the car Julian drove to the house before shooting, a red sedan.
This is
In a matter of seconds, all patrols nearby received a notification to stop any red sedans they saw on the streets of Las Cruces. While Julian's vehicle was being tracked down, Officer Dollar, along with his partner, had a different task. It was reported Julian was living at this house. With him being on the run, police think there's a chance he could be hiding in the home. So the 2 officers would make their way into the home in hopes to find a surrendered Julian, or at least a clue of where he might be.
Yeah, it's wide open front and back. It's cluttered, just abandoned.
Las Cruces Police Department, anybody inside the residence, come out to the sound of my voice!
There was no other choice but to enter the house forcibly and make sure the suspect wasn't hiding inside. For all they know, Julian could be waiting for them, and knowing he's armed, tensions are as high as ever for these cops.
Can't beat any of these things. Oh. 8 by Boston, 49 on Lester and Shannon. Jesus Christ.
After searching the remaining rooms inside the house, the suspect was nowhere to be found. But just as they thought they would be coming out with nothing, they received this message on the radio.
Sorry. It's limited for speed right now. A red Hyundai at a high rate of speed was actually going towards Idaho. We're okay.
An exact description of the car Julian used to flee the scene just near their position, a red Hyundai Elantra. Officer Dollar wastes no time and hops into his car. He must get to the suspect as fast as possible before the police lose track of him again.
The vehicle should have a black bumper per the note, possibly headed towards Lester, and it's going to be a newer model.
25 southbound on the screen, a high rate of speed, just past Gardner.
Copy southbound of speed, a high rate of speed.
Pursuit authorized. Suspect on a gunshot victim.
Damn, they got him like that?
He's got a gun!
Oh! Oh, he's letting them off? Oh! Whoa! This nigga is a crash out, bro. Anytime anybody starts shooting at the cops, bro, they're literally above a tier level of menace to society, bro. This is the definition of crash out, bro. All the times people be trying to joke about on the internet, this and that, and make this no, this is literally the final type of boss crash out, bro. Anytime, bro. And then, like, another question is that, like, this is just like I said, I'm always gonna be transparent with you, and I just be wondering why, like, and how, like, certain criminals be just dumb as fuck. Like, why would you even be in the area still? You just tried to smoke your ex-girlfriend or ex-wife, like. You didn't think about trying to flee the at least the county or something? That they just can't be like mentally stable at that point, bro. I'm just sorry. There's just no way. And I'm gonna always say a disclaimer. I just always like to, just make note of that would be going on through like lunatics' minds like that. I'm not trying to like provoke and advocate like people to learn how to get away with like homicides and shit, or like attempted with this and that. But I just be, you know, just be wondering like what be going on through their heads. Like, you stayed in the same area where your house is that you just committed this? Like,
the pursuit continued until the suspect closed into the intersection of University Wave and Espina Street.
This dude, regardless, bro, this dude is cooked, bro. You let shots off at the officer, bro, you're done. Like,
was shining bright for Julian to stop, but he didn't care and pushed on the gas. And just as he thought he could make it across, the suspect plummets right into a silver car, knocking the innocent driver to the side of the road. The officers in pursuit sped up to the crash, but they can't rush to apprehend him just yet, as he already fired multiple rounds at Detective Dollar just a minute ago, and there was every reason to believe he will do it again. So they have to be ready to take Julian down if he makes any sudden moves.
Show your fucking hands! Do it now! Do it now! Show me your hands! Get up the ground!
Under multiple gun sights, the suspect has no other choice than to step out of the car and lie on the ground. Although he looks disabled, this doesn't satisfy Officer Dollar and his colleagues. From what they know, the suspect is still armed and could be pretending to be injured to try and catch them by surprise.
Yep.
Officer Dollar wasn't going to take any chances, so he decided to deploy a different weapon to make the suspect obey their commands.
I got the dog.
damn. They bring the dog out? Bro, for one, let me see what happens right with the dog. What are you gonna do with the dog? It's just like, is it wrong for am I wrong for assuming that the officers will be shooting at him regardless? Because he already, like, shot at them already previously. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like the fact they're taking it easy on him. Like, are they going about it the right way? I'm just asking. He just let shots off at you probably like less than a mile beforehand. He crashed into another innocent bystander. You know what I'm saying? This dude is a complete menace and armed and endangered. Like, I don't know, bro. Like,
right now, Julian seems disabled enough. A crash that could have killed him only left him with a concussion. He can't even stand up. Using a canine in this scenario would be an overkill. But Officer Dollar
he just tried to end you, though.
had already made up his mind a few moments ago.
Oh no! Send this dog! Ready?
But this is where officers would go too far, and it would actually impact this entire case later on.
Really?
Officer Dollar's dog would bite into Julian just like instructed. However, it would take 2 minutes of struggle to make the dog finally let go of the suspect's flesh. The law doesn't prohibit a dog to bite and hold the suspect. However, the important part of using a canine is to make sure the suspect does not sustain unnecessary injuries during the arrest. Officer Dollar's canine succeeded at holding the suspect, but this is where the officer met a serious challenge. He could not make the dog release the suspect. Even after being subdued and posing no further harm to the police officers, the dog continued to hold on to the suspect's arm, causing him more injuries. This is a clear case of excessive force, and would impact the rest of this case.
Really?
Dollar's decision to use canine will be reviewed and reevaluated as the investigation into the case progresses.
Damn, how do y'all feel about that? Like, you talking about if this officer wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, like, smart enough when he was pursuing the dude and he was letting off shots and he didn't know how to properly like combat that situation, he could have been just smoked right then and there. And then now all he's doing is just bringing out the canine dog just to make sure that this dude is just like neutralized, not neutralized, but just like stable, neutralized. That word, you know what I'm trying to say in a way. Nah, that's actually crazy, bro. How do y'all feel about that? Did they go about it the right way, or did they use excessive force bringing that canine out even after Buddy just let off shots like 5 minutes ago? So, wow, man.
But for now, the suspect's bite wounds were too severe to ignore, and his overall condition suggested heavy alcohol intoxication
Damn.
or even worse.
Damn, bro, you was lit doing this entire thing too, bro?
Make sure Julian lived long enough to face justice, the cops decided to get him to the hospital and treat his wounds. While this team of officers was transporting the suspect, another team at the crime scene was collecting evidence to build a strong case against Julian and charge him for his evil crime. But there was a problem.
What?
They didn't know who he really was and how the crime first unfolded. His wife was in critical condition, and her kids were too traumatized to talk with law enforcement, at least for now. The only hope they've got lies in the hands of witnesses. Only their stories could reveal how much of an awful person Julian really is. And luckily for the officers, the witnesses were not afraid to speak out against this monster.
What'd you see, man? I was over there, right across the stop sign.
Like on the other side of the
Yeah,
stop
and
sign?
me and my cousin, we're looking in front of us, and we're just like we see a car speeding so fast, right? And it's like, we're looking at him, and he's mad dogging us, really mad looking dude.
What did he look like?
He saw his face more than me. I went inside.
What was the car?
Like a greenish, reddish. It was a Hyundai, a Elantra. And they started screaming, and they were having, and like he went in there, and I guess they were having an argument. And I heard like pop, pop, pop 3 times. I think he loaded probably more than 5.
5?
Yeah, probably more than 5. And
That's whenever he came outside, and then that's whenever I was like, he's actually shooting, so we like ran back inside. He got in his car, and he shot like that way. He shot that way? Like, yeah, towards the truck. He just went like this, and he shot. Towards that way, right? Towards this way, yeah, somewhere over there.
the officer, the dog officer, I see his car come right here, and then me, and he throws a shot, and leaves.
When he was coming this way was whenever we saw the cop. So we waved at him and we're like, he just shot somebody. And then the car went that way. And then right as soon as he got like a little bit past that little Mitsubishi truck, he shot again towards over there. I don't know if he shot up.
Dude, lose his mind, bro.
He was already running inside.
If what these eyewitnesses are telling is true, then the whole shooting had a long and steady build-up to it. But what the next witness had to say would give officers even more disturbing insight into Julian's terrifying actions.
But the other night, they had domestics, and she was yelling, "You're gonna me," and he had her by his hair, and he was socking her, dragging her outside, just socking her.
When was that?
Like 2 nights ago.
2 nights ago?
Yeah, 2 nights ago, wasn't it, Marissa? They were yelling.
Like, we always hear them fighting and arguing.
Yeah, and
Was she on the ground?
yeah, and he was dragging her out of her house, and she was like this, and he had her, and he was, throwing punches to her. And then the day after that, she was parked right here. It was early in the morning. I just got back from taking the kids to school. I saw her in her car, and the kids were still back there, and she was sitting in the front seat, and he was on the other side, and it looked like they were arguing in the vehicle. And she started hitting her head on the steering wheel and punching the steering wheel, and they were arguing. And finally, he got out of her vehicle, and then, he took off. And then the next day, that's when he had her by the hair, dragging her out. And she was giving a
Not only did Julian physically abuse his wife, but also threatened her life multiple times before actually going and fulfilling those threats. There was only one person left to question, Jasmine herself, the victim of this twisted crime. Only she could tell the true story behind closed doors. That is, if she would ever recover from this vicious attack. Doctors could not promise her survival. 2 shots to the abdomen are too severe for any person to survive. Likely, it was already too late for her. That's why the officers transporting Julian to the hospital needed Julian to survive. They wanted to hear his side of the story and understand one simple question. What drove him to try and take the life of his own wife and the mother of his 4 little boys? But when they finally arrived at the hospital, cops quickly ran into a new problem.
That's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What all yeah. So stop kicking. You nerds? I bet. Shut up. You shut up. Who's that?
Hey, there's sick people.
Hey, calm down. You understand me? You calm down. Let's.
Yo, bro, fam. This guy is a 5-time platinum threat, my nigga, to the entire endangered species of the world, bro. You are potentially on your last breaths. They're sitting there you're even lucky they're even helping you right now, bro. You just try to take the life of one of the officers, bro. You sitting out there cussing out the patients, cussing out them. Bro, they could just pull the plug. They could just go like these on the court, bro. You wouldn't even be here. There's gotta be something wrong with them, bro. Either he wasn't taking his meds or something that day. Like, what? What is the issue, bro?
There's kids around here doing this. I know you don't, but I do.
What do you guys need from her?
I stopped with the. This is what happens.
Nurses, Michael.
Get off my feet, dude. No.
He
Get off my feet.
I'm gonna say right now, you're not gonna like this, so I'm gonna try to get you to calm down. Okay, we're gonna photograph your injuries. I'm not gonna play. Ow! Ow! You understand?
That's not a dog bird.
Okay. Well, we asked the doctor, so.
How can you shoot me?
He's even wondering that too. I was asking that in the vid.
Let's go back. Let's go back.
Do y'all wonder why they didn't like shoot him? Because they were probably thinking in the back of their head at the split second, like they need to try and get his side of the story. Do you think they think like that in a situation, or they just maybe just because of protocol? I'm actually interested in seeing what you guys, say down below. And by the way, disclaimer again, when I, watch stuff like this, not all the time I'm 100% like knowing and knowledgeable of stuff. I'm learning new things every day and stuff. That's why I asked, situations. I'm not trying to like come off like ignorant and try to like this and that. Like I'm trying
right
to
after the crash, the police discovered a pistol with an empty magazine along with several half-empty bottles of beer inside. This explains Julian's erratic behavior during and after the arrest. Additionally, on his way to the police station, Julian admitted to shooting his wife in cold blood, all without interrogation. But as you'll soon see during the questioning, even details like this can suddenly vanish, because once they brought Julian to the interrogation room, he had already forgotten everything.
Having those in mind, do you want to talk to me, kind of give me your version of what's been happening and whatnot?
No, what's happening? I've been drinking for 3 days. We're seeing our cow eyes.
What, if you want to keep them closed and it's easier for you to talk that way and you're not struggling, that's fine. Just don't fall asleep. Was there anything other than alcohol you were drinking?
No.
What type of alcohol you drink? Budweiser's? Okay. Can or bottle? Bottles? Okay. So why for 3 days? What's been going on? You and your old lady been having some problems?
No.
Huh?
This only confirms why Julian is so visibly intoxicated, and it's honestly a surprise he's even able to understand and talk with the officer. Still, his condition might complicate the interrogation process. After all, alcohol can lead to lapses in memory. He simply might not remember the events of that evening, a perfect excuse for someone like him in this situation. But this isn't going to be good enough for Detective Melinda to accept, so he keeps pressing for a confession.
What happened at the house with your wife? With Jasmine?
I don't remember.
I think you do, because you told them what happened.
I remember going in there. Trying to talk to her.
Mm-hmm. Where'd you pull the gun out from?
My pocket.
Which pocket did you have it in?
I remember.
What type of gun is it?
I don't know what kind of gun it is. I don't even know what's going on. I just know I cannot see nothing.
So
I'm trying to open my eyes.
That's fine, dude. I don't want you to see anything. I want you to remember things and talk to me about things.
I can't even keep my eyes open. That's never happened to me.
Little did Detective Melinda realize that getting any information from this suspect was going to be the most challenging thing he had to do in his career. But it doesn't stop him from using the oldest trick in the book to make Julian talk.
Were you guys arguing? Were you fighting? What are you sorry for?
Sorry. No, whatever I did.
So let's go back to you pulled a gun out of your pocket, right?
No.
No? So everything you've told officers that is on camera, now you're saying you don't remember.
I don't.
here's the thing, Julian. You've already said what happened.
Said,
in the situation.
what did I do?
No.
This is crazy, bro. 'Cause this dude is literally drunk out of his mind and not even knowing he's most likely never gonna see outside the walls again. Like,
what happened? The officers have already told us.
Is she okay? But
You want to know if she's okay from what?
well, that's obvious. What?
What's obvious?
Well, what happened?
You tell me.
I love her.
What's been going on? Like, is she doubting how much you love her? Did you get caught doing something you weren't supposed to be doing?
No. It's nothing like that.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys just have arguments here and there?
Julian might not remember this too, but there are plenty of people who can speak about his abuse of people weaker than him. At this point, Detective Melinda barely holds himself together. For him, getting any meaningful information out of Julian is almost impossible. However, there is still one more thing Detective Melinda can use to make Julian talk. In fact, what he doesn't know is that his kids are in the same building with him, just above this interrogation room. They were brought here to the police station to decide their father's fate.
just right off the bat, man, this whole situation is just sad, man. It's just...
And they're about to reveal exactly what went down.
Ladies, please watch who you sleep with, man. Like, seriously. Like, this one is for the ladies right now, man. Like, please watch who y'all sleep with, man. If you a single mother, you know what I'm saying, keep doing your thing. Keep, you know what I'm saying, pushing. Everything's going to get better. You know, obviously it means that for the dudes, but, like, you know, we're speaking for the ladies right now. It's like because, you know, they're considered more vulnerable. And, they, you know, they deal with a lot of BS, bro. Like...
Mere hours earlier.
Sad,
but before we get to that, I want to talk about a murder that happened across the country in Cedar Creek, California. This is a popular influencer, Haley Rose, and Haley was mysteriously murdered. With Cold Case VR, the sponsor of today's video, use over 75 pieces of evidence, including police reports, witness statements, CCTV footage, interrogations, and so much more to bring justice to Haley and arrest her evil killer. Even better is that the entire investigation is done using their
Oh, it's a sponsor. I thought it was part of the video.
These YouTube videos, I cracked the cases as by using the code GIFT. So if you have a subscription and purchase Cold Case VR, the case of the content for you. But we have to get back to Julian Valenzuela, because his own children are about to expose him and what exactly went down that night. However, interrogating a child is no easy task for cops. That's why the police department recruited 2 professional child psychologists to discover more details of Julian's murder attempt from these 4 young minds. Still, kids may be uneducated, but they won't tell you anything unless you become their friend. And these female psychologists knew exactly how to do it. In 1.5 hours, they will build trust with all 4 kids. 4-year-old Julian, 5-year-old Benjamin, 6-year-old Matthew, and 10-year-old Isaiah. And talk about how daddy their own mommy. Not even realizing they will maximize their father's sentence behind bars. Benjamin was the first kid to be asked about what he saw that fateful evening.
Do you like the color? Yeah. Yeah?
Man, like being a father myself, man, like this is just sad, bro. Like they probably don't even know what's going on, bro. They just think that maybe it's just like an extra, like random extracurricular thing to do at school, bro. Like they don't even know what's going on other than like the incident that happened the other night at the you know, their house and stuff. I'm pretty sure it's still probably fresh in their mind, but man, it's tough to watch right here, man.
And then, you want me to move it closer? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna write your name. And your name is Benjamin, is that right? Yeah. Benjamin Valenzuela. Benjamin Valenzuela? Yeah? How old are you, Benjamin? 5. You're 5? Benjamin, I'm gonna draw your face right here, okay? No. Do you play with anybody? Do you have any brothers or sisters or something else? Brother. You have brothers? So I'm gonna put Matthew. Valenzuela. Matthew Valenzuela. And then Isaiah. Valenzuela. Isaiah Valenzuela. Yeah.
drawing their faces, writing down the names of their siblings, and asking about their favorite things, all minor but important things to elicit positive emotions in Benjamin's mind. That is, until they start talking about their father and what he did to Jasmine.
Tell me about, mommy or daddy or somebody else. My dad is bad now. Your dad is bad now? Tell me about dad being bad now. My dad, my mom. Your dad, your mom? And then what happened? And my mom, they got no weapon. Mom don't got no weapon? And then you said dad is bad now because he shot mom? Yeah. Yeah? What did you... Don't put his name? Okay, I won't put his name. Okay. Where did mom get shot? On the stomach everywhere. On the stomach everywhere? What did he shoot mom with? With his pistol. With his pistol? Wow. What did the pistol look like? AK-47. An AK-47? Okay. But I was at the living room. I saw Daddy's mom. You were at the living room and you saw Daddy's mom? What did Daddy say when he saw mom? He was just cutting and yelling, and my dad just... Well, thank you for telling me what happened to mom.
Despite Benjamin being a well-spoken kid, his mind might be a little confused. Because, well, there's no such thing as an AK-47 pistol. This may be a child's imagination, but how does he know what an AK-47 is? Was it something his dad talked about, or even owned at one point? For young Benjamin, it didn't matter. He was too afraid to remember.
Benjamin, tell me, do you ever feel scared? When do you feel scared? Of the shot. Of the shot? Yeah. No one was fighting? No. Only my dad was fighting, and then he shot with this one, and with this one, and then loaded up, and then boom. He shot with this one and loaded up, and then boom. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Benjamin, tell me, do you feel safe with mommy? Yeah? How about with daddy? Do you feel safe with daddy? No. No? No, because daddy and my mom are here. Okay. Well, thank you, Benjamin, for letting me learn about you. You want to go back into the other room and play? Yeah. Yeah? What are you playing in the other room? Who are you playing with? With Matthew and I think. Okay.
As Benjamin leaves the room, the psychologist returns to prepare the room for the next kid, 4-year-old Julian. They follow the same steps to establish a positive connection before moving on to the most important part of this conversation.
Julian, tell me about a mommy or a daddy or something else. Draw daddy, actually. Draw daddy? Daddy's really big. Daddy's really big? Yeah. He has a big stomach. Daddy has a big stomach? Yeah. So all that... That's right. Daddy my mom was on the floor in the kitchen, and Daddy had a gun, and he mom right here. So you said last night, yes. Daddy, mom? Yeah, right here. So mom right here, and right here, and right here? Yeah, and mom's in the hospital now. And mom's in the hospital now? Yeah.
So far, Julian's story of what happened sounds similar to what his brother Benjamin told. Still, there is something Julian told so suddenly that it even surprised the psychologist.
Daddy comes and the cops come and there's 4 cops and there's the gangsters. There's the gangsters there? Yeah. Who are the gangsters? For shooting. Do you know the gangsters? Yeah. What are their names, the gangsters? Ryan and Savage.
It's hard to assess if it's the kid's imagination or if his father hung out with criminals in their own house. The thing is, little Julian remembers their name. So it might be the case that those gangsters not only knew his father, but also provided him with the guns, including the AK and a shotgun.
Damn.
Now it's up to the psychologist to get to the bottom of this disturbing information.
Tell me, what did Dad mom with? With the gun. With the gun? Mom was messing with Daddy. Mom was messing with Daddy? She was yelling at him, and now he goes, right here. What was she saying when she was yelling at him? She said, okay. You said that Dad, Mom, and that she was laying on the floor in the kitchen? And he 4 times, 3 times. Okay. Is there anything else that you want to talk about today? Yeah. Yeah, tell me. Me and Matthew were fighting. You and Matthew were fighting? Yeah. And then what happened? Ran to the TV and when there was playing Gossip Donald and the little TV. On the little TV? Yeah, I spawned it in the TV. But when Bear was playing Gossip Donald, there's Strickland and Trevor and Michael. Are they real people? Are they people in the game or something else? In the game. Okay.
The psychologist can rest easy. Those gangsters are just part of the game. Still, it is neglectful of parents to let their kids play these games at such a young age. With this conversation...
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I've said this if you've been subscribed to me for like a minute. I just forgot which exact video I've said it in, but yeah, bro. Yo, my mom was strict as heck, bro. I was not allowed to play GTA. That's why I missed out on like all the GTAs. You know what I'm saying? Like growing up, I wasn't allowed to play GTA until I was like 17, about to turn 18, bro. And that was like what, GTA 5 or no? It was the one that was in New York. I think it was it wasn't Ballad of the Tony one, but it was the other one that was part of the DLC, and that was like way later on before it actually, you know, Ben had got released, bro. But yeah, that was like I was only allowed to play sports games like Sly Cooper and stuff. Anything that wasn't above like rated T, because my mom, like, you know, she didn't want me being influenced and learn how to do like a lot of the shit in that game and stuff. And it was just like it was crazy. Like, and it's just like now thinking about it, like, did I like miss out in terms of like, you know, the prime GTA days and stuff like that, or was that like, you know, good parenting and stuff? I used to get mad a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, like, to just be transparent like back then, you know, about it. I personally didn't think I would have like got influenced, you know, obviously, but hey man, everybody's minds is different, you know, kids, you know what I'm saying, when they're, you know, going through different stages and stuff like that.
The psychologist invited the third kid, 6-year-old Matthew. However, Matthew has nothing else to add and shared the same story his 2 other siblings told the psychologist, especially going over the same murder weapon and insults both yelled at each other. With this, Matthew leaves the room, and the next and final kid enters, Julian's oldest son, and, well, most important for this investigation, 10-year-old Isaiah. Since he's much older than his brothers, he possesses a better awareness of the situation, meaning he could provide clearer details about the crime. And the psychologist understands that, which is why she's going to try a different approach with him.
Do you have any questions about that? No? Okay. Well, just so you know, no friends or family or anything like that get to listen while we talk, okay? All right. You feeling okay? All right. Well, if at any time you need to take a break or you just need a second, let me know, okay?
With this mature approach, Isaiah doesn't tell much to the psychologist, except one crucial detail. The shooting was a climax, and Isaiah saw the build-up to the shooting long before anyone else.
Isaiah, have there been times when you heard fighting or arguing or something else at home? Tell me about that. She was just arguing about my mom. And then yesterday, he pulled up on my mom's work and just threw a bottle on the floor in front of my mom's work. Is that something that you heard about or something you saw or something? I heard when she was on the phone telling someone. Oh, okay. Isaiah, when was it that you hit your mom? Today.
With Isaiah's last story shared, the interrogation can be wrapped up and summarized. The detectives now know that Julian has a long history of abusing his wife with intent and even desire to kill her, and nothing could have stopped him, even his own kids. And finally, the shooting of their own mother right before their eyes. Now the detective can use this information to corner Julian, confront him, and force him to make a confession. So they would bring him right back to the room where they started their discussions.
You don't remember your wife?
I don't remember that.
Because your kids do. Your kids are telling us, Daddy, Mama. That's what your kids are saying. But you're gonna sit here and play this crap that I don't remember anything? When you've already said it to the other officers? And I got multiple kids, your kids, saying, Daddy, Mommy? And you're gonna sit here and play this game that I don't remember anything. I can't see, I don't remember anything.
The kids not wrong.
Then why are they saying Daddy, Mommy?
No.
You don't know why they're saying that?
No.
Let me guess, your wife is making them say that, right? Is that the route you want to go on?
I don't know.
You know what I find funny, Julian? Or not funny, but disheartening? You've yet to ask me how your wife is doing, whether she's alive or not.
Damn.
I love her.
Apparently not that much, because you...
I don't remember doing that.
You don't remember doing that?
No.
Tired of hearing the same excuse over and over again, Detective Melinda takes his gloves off and delivers a satisfying beatdown to Julian's poor excuses.
But you know who's going to remember that forever? Her and your kids. Because Daddy and Mommy. And then when they figure all this out and find out Daddy didn't have the courage...
Oh, I thought he was going to whoop on him or something. That's what I...
To be honest about what happened. He sat there and said, oh, I've been drinking for 4 days, I don't remember anything. That's what you want people to remember you as?
I remember begging her.
Remember begging her on the phone. All right. Y'all can read this, but no, I guess I have help you. I love you, Mama. Answer. Okay, ignore my calls, then bye. Big baby, I'm going home. Okay, yo, I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. Okay, no, I think Julian is the one that's in the gray text.
On her phone.
Begging her what?
Begging to be with her.
She didn't want to be with you?
I don't know. Go off the phone.
Julian, let me ask you a question.
I can't breathe.
Hey, let me ask you a specific question. You remember there's beer in the car?
There's a lot of beer.
Do you remember that there's beer in the car?
I remember there's a lot of beer.
Oh, man. Guys, look on the left side. This dude is a Patriot fan, bro. Yo, we Patriots, we do not claim this dude, bro. This dude is a weirdo.
Okay, but you don't remember your wife?
No.
So beer's more important than your wife?
I don't want to know what's going on. I want to know if she's okay.
I'm waiting to hear back from El Paso to see if she's okay or if... I don't know if she's even alive right now, dude. I'm trying to find all that out. But I can't even get you to tell me what happened.
All I remember is going inside the house, and that was it.
Okay.
From there, everything's a blur. All drunk, and I'm still drunk.
Hey, that's not what you said to the officers earlier. That's on
That's
camera.
because I was drunk. And when you're drunk, you say stupid things. I wanted the cops to kill me.
How? How is that going to happen?
I wanted them to kill me.
How? Why?
I don't know.
Cops don't just shoot people for no reason. Why would they have shot you? Did they shoot at you tonight? What do you think?
I don't remember.
You don't remember.
After using his own words against him, getting verbally beaten down by the detective, and even bringing up his kids, Julian still refuses to remember anything prior to this interrogation. This makes things even worse for him. If he doesn't talk now, the cops will write down their own version of the story that will be used to prosecute him if Julian does not comply. All Julian needs is to talk.
That's what I'm going to put on my paperwork.
Okay.
When I charge you with attempted murder, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, and all the other charges that go along with this, my final statement in that paperwork is going to say, I don't remember I was drunk for 4 days. That's what you want me to put in the paperwork.
Okay.
Is that what you want me to put?
I want you to put that because I don't remember.
And I'm also going to put in there, during earlier contact on camera, he stated this, that he did his wife, that he did do this when officers stopped him. Because that's all stuff I can prove, Julian.
Okay.
So hopefully your wife survives, and when I talk to her, I'll tell her what you just said.
Don't say that. I know.
No, but that's what you're telling. I'm telling her what you tell me.
Tell her, let her know her so much.
No.
If I knew what was going on, I knew my severity of my charges, I would be crying my ass off.
I don't think so, dude. I think we're wasting our time. I mean, you can't even man up to what you did.
With this interrogation finally done, Julian is returned back to his cell where he would spend hours wondering why he ultimately left all his 4 children without their mother. Little did he realize, Jasmine survived. 3 days after the shooting, Jasmine finally...
Sorry, talked over.
3 days after the shooting, Jasmine finally opened her eyes.
Wow.
She had gone through an operation that saved her life, and the officers made sure to visit immediately, not only to check on her, but also to finally hear her side of this twisted case.
Okay, Jasmine, I'm Detective Winter, this is Detective Zinol. We've been checking up on you. They told me that you're able to kind of talk what has happened.
I was telling you that you and he walks right in the front.
And who is he?
Julian, so
And what is Julian to you?
kid's done.
With this statement alone, it will be much easier for the cops to make Julian pay for his crimes. Even if Julian doesn't remember anything, Jasmine's phone recorded everything he had said to her.
What do you think? What sparked?
Is that him in the blue text, bro?
Everything he had said to her.
Yo, fellas, like, bro, when your girl's done with you, bro, move on, bro. You could have just sat there and co-parented, bro. Stop trying to beg for her back. Bro, like...
What do you think? What sparked?
Because I didn't want to be in the
Okay.
I took the best guess, man. Guys, if you have kids with another woman and she does not want to be with you anymore, find somebody else. Man up, co-parent with the kids, man. Be a responsible father and move on, bro. Like, you can't be that down bad, bro.
Was that a verbal conversation you had, or what happened?
He lied to me. He said he was going to come home and actually. So I waited for him.
Okay. And your text messages with him, any threats or anything said over the phone? What were those?
Not all the messages.
Other than the text messages, was there any phone conversations?
Yeah.
What did that?
Hoping to do what you need to do.
Did he threaten you on the phone before that? What did he say?
What he needs to do is stop the way he needs to do it.
What do you think that meant? Did he ever mention or threaten you before?
Yeah. Every time I say I don't want to do it, then tell me to threaten me.
And then next thing you know, he's there at the house. Okay. And then you're in the kitchen. He walks in. Does he say anything to you?
Says he think I'm playing.
And what do you say?
So what are you doing? What are you doing?
Okay, where are the kids at this time?
They were in the room.
In the room?
And they heard the shot. They came running out to see if I was okay.
Had you ever seen him with a gun before?
Yeah.
What type of gun?
380.
One can only imagine what horrors Jasmine and her kids had to endure, but in the end, she can finally rest, knowing well that her abuser was finally arrested and will never be able to hurt her again. And what she would tell the officer now will make sure Julian will be gone for a long time.
We did arrest him. He's in jail right now, and we're going to work to keep him. You want to press charges? Well, we're going for them. So I did, based on the information that we had, is essentially attempted murder on you. Because all the kids were there, I charged them as well.
Bro, and then fellas, I hope you understand, man, when you do certain domestic incidences like that, like even if you don't like, you know, have anything a use of a weapon, like bro, if she has clear case of you like beating on her and stuff in front of the kids especially, bro, you lose all your rights for your children, bro. Literally, like the only chance of you ever even seeing your children is literally up in the hands of the court and to her, bro. And on top of that too, that raises your stipulation for having to pay like more child support and everything of that nature as well, bro. So you're paying double the amount of child support because now what happens is that you're considered a threat, you know what I'm saying, to not only your mother's child towards your kids because you have capability of having some type of harm, you know, around in that situation. And then now you can't even see your, you know what I'm saying, your own kids and stuff. Like, bro, it's like a lose-lose situation. You just have to move on, bro. Like,
drinking, so the DWI, the aggravated assault on the officer, and then the resist. He's had like 9 or 10 charges on him.
This final statement from Jasmine will be the one to seal Julian's fate come court time. But before Julian's court trial, an internal investigation was conducted on Officer Dollar's decision to use a canine
we need to hear about this prior. What's
the arrest. The witnesses were questioned, with Officer Dollar being interrogated separately. In the end, Officer Dollar was found guilty of using excessive force during the arrest. The city of Las Cruces had to pay Julian Valenzuela, the victim of canine mauling, $30,000.
Wow.
However, no money in the world could save Julian from the punishment for his crime. After viciously attempting to murder his wife and rob his kids of their mother, his trial date finally arrived, and he stood in court to answer for his crime. In November of 2022, Julian Valenzuela, a 34-year-old shooter, accepted a plea deal and was sentenced to a maximum sentence of 10 years, followed by 2 years of parole for his wife and at police officers. The city of Las Cruces also paid him $30,000 after...
Yo, what the fuck? Bro, huh? This dude almost smoked his wife in front of 5 of his kids. Shot at a whole officer, bro. DUI on top of that. Crashed into another car, an innocent bystander. You crashed into an innocent bystander, total both of y'all cars, bro. He already has priors. And all he gets is 10, bro? And then 2 years of parole, like... And I don't know how it is in New Mexico, how much percentage of time you gotta serve. I'm gonna just like take a guess, maybe like 70, 80%. This man gonna be out on top of like time served, taking it to, you know, the trial and stuff. Bro, he's gonna be out in like 6 or 7 years, bro. Then what's gonna happen to his wife? You already know for a fact he's gonna go back after her because she put him in jail for the, you know, for the right reason, because, you know what I'm saying, she almost lost her life. But now you're setting her up and her kids, you know what I'm saying, to be into even more danger in the future, bro. The justice system failed right here, bro. I can't agree with this, bro. I can't agree with this. Now, if you want to give that to the fact, okay, they had that dog or whatever that came out and was using excessive force, it could have impacted the case. But, bro, to literally, bro, you guys, let me repeat this, bro. He gets 10 years. Technically, he's going to be out in 67 years with a combination of time served for whatever it took whenever the trial was held, and then also like a certain amount of percentages of how you got to, you know, serve the time, all right? He's going to be out in 6-7 years after being extremely loaded drunk, almost smoked his wife in front of his kids, coming to the crib unannounced, having prior threatening messages ahead of that, driving under the influence, loaded 3 days straight off of liquor or beer, whatever, crashed into shot at another officer 3 times while on the road. And it looked, and from what I'm thinking of like a busy street where other innocent bystanders could have got hit by that fire that was missed from the officer. Crashed into an innocent bystander that could have ended that person. They didn't even mention the person. Is that person okay that he crashed into? Bro, this got to be probably the worst justice system that I had seen so far on any of these crime videos, bro. This is legitimately crazy, bro. Did he, like, what type of lawyer did he have? This is a sad story, bro. Wait, I don't even remember the year that they said that this happened, bro. Yo, the wife got to make sure she's straight with, bro, like her kids, bro. Because best believe as soon as he gets out, he's going after her first. He's going to try and have some fake story. Oh, like, let's try and make it right. I'm a changed man. Boom. Can't rock with this, man. I don't know how y'all feel about this, but this justice system right here failed this entire case. Man, I'm actually genuinely shocked. Like, I'm actually hoping that it was, you know, maybe a typo, an error, but this is it, man. Let me repeat once again. Nearly smoked his wife. Drunk off beer for 3 days straight. Cops pursue him. While the cops are pursuing him, while he's drunk, under the influence driving, lets multiple shots off at the officer, bro. Misses. Those shots should hit innocent bystanders on that busy street. And I also forgot that he's speeding over a dangerous limit. I'm going to assume he's speeding over 100 miles per hour. I'm surprised that's not even a charge right there on that part. Smashes his car while under the influence of beer for 3 days straight, for 72 hours straight. Crashes his car into an innocent bystander. Totals both of their cars. And then he also has priors on top of that, bro. What, guys, I'm literally honestly shocked, man. I'm honestly shocked, dog. Wow.